Hi. We live in such a growth-orientated society that we kind of become afraid when anything at all feels stagnant for a little while. Probably most of us even don't like winter anymore. Or maybe that's not true. Maybe some of you really love the snow. But that kind of winter is that season that might compare the best to this feeling of that things are stagnant or not moving forward. And I've just been pondering about how maybe poisonous this idea of growth that has to happen all of the time is. There's a lot of pressure behind that. We have to grow the economy all of the time. We have to grow our business. That's the outside stuff. We have to achieve better health. That it kind of is never ever good enough where we are right now. And obviously we have to grow as people. We have to continuously grow. And it can be very exhausting, especially when it comes to the whole self-improvement area. We can get hooked on this idea that we continuously are striving for something, a version, the bigger version of ourselves, as it is often sold as well, the more expanded version. And I don't know. I think it's gotten too extreme, and then it causes a lot of, when we go through these phases in life where we feel stuck, then we have, on top of feeling stuck, we have that pressure that we shouldn't be or feel stuck. But it's not that simple, and it's not that straightforward, because there are also different ways of being stuck. For example, I have a very dear friend of mine who is looking after 3 family members and really caring for them. And so she is stuck. She is a very talented person. She is stuck because she doesn't want to put them into a facility because things have gotten so bad and people are not looked after properly. What I'm saying is she didn't choose to be stuck. It just is an outer life situation. Or when you are dealing with chronic illness, which I know a lot about, this is also a form of stuckness. There are certain things you can't do. I just watched a beautiful series by Eric Gautier. He's a dancer, and he's in Germany, and he's doing the dance around the world. And I love watching it because I've been passionate about dance. And there's part of me that's thinking, wow, I would not have... There was a 65-year-old woman doing a 1-hour dance thing. And I was thinking, I would not have the energy to do that. Literally. Yes, physically. And so what I'm trying to say, we do have some stucknesses that are imposed maybe on us. Doesn't mean that we can't do something about it, but I think that there's an unnecessary tension of that stuck place and then feeling we should be somewhere else. We should be this great, evolved person, or we should have this great transformation, and I think it makes things worse. And when I look into nature, you know, there are trees that have maybe one branch that's dying off and there's nothing growing anymore, while another part is still growing, and maybe the growing is very slow so that it can't be seen from the outside. So I would like to redefine the whole growing thing. And then I also have to think of a book that really impacted me that was called The Night of the Soul, The Dark Night of the Soul, sorry, The Dark Night of the Soul. And his second name was Moore. I always forget his first name. Very good book about, you know, certain circumstances in life where you're going through a dark night of the soul, And I remember that in this book he was saying some people go through it for all of their life. I know nobody wants to hear that, and I'm not saying that we can't, get out of our stuckness, and sometimes it is time to also move on. But I'm trying to say, don't beat yourself up if you happen to be in a place that does not move forward and you think it should be moving forward, because I think you're not making it any easier to move forward. Rather try to somehow have some love for this stuck place, and because that will enable you to actually look at, maybe you're not ready yet to move on. And if that is the case, is it maybe just not the right time? Or is it that there's a fear behind it and you need to look at that one first before you can move on, and maybe move on in small steps? I just think it's not that straightforward, and it's not that black and white. Oh, you're stuck, you just have to get out of being stuck. You need to look at it compassionately and find a way to see, am I frustrated enough in a way that I can move out of this, or do I have enough energy to do the things that will help me to move out of it? So maybe we need to celebrate our stuckness and allow ourselves when it's time to move forward again, and get sometimes outside help to gently nudge us forward, because I think we all do need that sometimes. Right, I hope that made sense. I'm wishing you a good day. Take good care. This was Anja Kersten, life coach and artist. Bye-bye.